foreign language learning is hard. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and it seems that no matter how hard we try, we rarely achieve native-like fluency. What I'll tell you today is that the human brain is fully capable of achieving native fluency in 2 languages at the same time. Babies are linguistic geniuses, and all over the world, babies learn their native languages naturally and spontaneously without anybody actually teaching them how to do this. What this means is that the baby brain specializes to process whatever language or languages are present in the environment. Interestingly, what we found was that the bilingual babies had stronger brain activity, stronger brain responses to language sounds, specifically in these prefrontal regions. Now, why would that be? One explanation is that the constant switching back and forth between 2 different languages provides exercise for the brain. That it strengthens these brain networks that participate in attention switching, and that this provides a cognitive boost to the bilinguals. Many other studies have actually shown that bilingual children, but also bilingual adults, have advantages when it comes to tasks that require cognitive flexibility. One common concern is that bilingualism slows language learning down, that it makes it slower. Research doesn't actually support this. Instead, what studies have shown is that if we consider the patterns in bilingual learning, they're actually very, very similar to what we see in monolingual learning. For example, bilingual babies start producing their first sounds as well as their first words at the same age as monolingual babies. Another common concern is that bilingualism causes confusion. This concern arises from the fact that bilinguals sometimes combine their 2 languages in the same sentence or in the same situation. This is called code switching or code mixing. So, does code switching or code mixing indicate confusion? Science suggests that it does not. There are a few reasons. The first one is that he can. Bilinguals, unlike monolinguals, have another language from which they can easily borrow words. And they sometimes do this because they know words from one language sometimes better than they do in the other. So for example, my son probably knows the word shower better in Slovene than he does in English. The second reason he uses sentences like this is that he knows I will understand him. He rarely uses Slovene words in his preschool because he knows that his teachers and his friends will have no idea what he's talking about. Bilingual children typically know very, very well when they can and can't mix their languages, and studies have shown that even 2-year-olds will adapt their language to match that of their conversational partner. There's one final point about code mixing that I'd like to make. Even though it's called mixing, it's not just randomly mixing together words from different languages. It follows grammatical rules. I rarely hear sentences such as, "Mom, is Daddy potuš?" Now, those of us who are fluent speakers of Slovene and English will know that I can say, "Daddy goes potuš," but "Daddy is potuš" doesn't work. It has to be potušam. This is because the verb be indicates a state, and in Slovene, it requires a different case than the verb go, which indicates motion. This is complicated, right? The point is this. Code mixing is not easy. It requires a lot of linguistic knowledge in both languages, as well as then being able to figure out how to combine this knowledge in a meaningful way. Code mixing is actually a sign of linguistic sophistication. It's also a perfectly normal and expected behavior that we see in bilingual children, but also in bilingual adults who are fully fluent in both languages. People are also beginning to realize that starting from an early age may be the best solution, because we know that at birth, the human brain is just as capable of learning 2 languages as it is to learn 1. So, what should we do? Older children may be able to learn some foreign language words from electronic media, but babies learn languages through play, through frequent social interactions with live human beings,